Hello and welcome to another Central Podcast Entertainment. This is your host MZP.
And I'm very Raw. WWE World Heavyweight
WWE World Heavyweight Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of not too excited to be talking about this Raw because there's not that much to even talk about that much.
I don't know what left. What do we got for
Well, so they kick off Raw with the New Day coming out, and at first I was like, wow, they opened the show with the New Day. That's actually new.
It's not the Authority.
Yeah, I was like, oh, well, at least it's some type of breath of fresh air instead of having the Authority, Triple H and Stephanie come out to open the show every Raw. And of course, it was New Day being New Day, but I was like really disappointed that they were just out there to introduce Sheamus. And it's just what frustrates me about how they're booking Sheamus as the world champion. He's getting we see that he's like talking smack. He's trying to get over Sheamus 515, which is a ripoff of Austin 316, and
Never. Let's see how that sounds. Ever. You better not get a shirt 515. I will rip it up, burn it, then burn it again, then freaking cook it. And
oh yeah, and then like when Reigns and Sheamus were gonna have their world title match, all of a sudden I see him with a Sheamus 515 shirt, and I'm like, what the hell? Are they really trying to get this over?
Not getting over.
No, it certainly is not gonna get over.
Yeah. Suplex City got over, but that was organic though.
Yeah, and that was something even WWE didn't even make up.
Yeah.
But so Sheamus, so then he gets super punched by Sheamus. Super punched by Reigns. Excuse me. Reigns walks out with the title, and then he has to give it up backstage to the Authority and say that he's got a world title match and he has to win it in 5 minutes 15 seconds.
So why are you having a world title match? That's something at the pay-per-view. You know?
Well, it's not only that. It's just also what they kind of did with Sheamus now is that like how he is, he's not being booked as like a monster. He's kind of being like a carbon copy of how Seth Rollins would have acted. He's pretty much like a carbon copy of Seth Rollins.
He's not Seth Rollins.
He's like trying to be funny. He's trying to be witty. He's trying to be like a real jerk about it and real like talkative like Seth Rollins was.
Yeah.
Instead of standing out and being his own guy, he has to copy Seth Rollins.
Sheamus, when you become world champion, we need you to replace the Seth Rollins in our heart.
I know, and it's just, oh my god, like be his own guy, be that like Celtic warrior, that that badass Celtic warrior that you like when he first started off. When he first came to WWE, like that heel badass thing, he should have stuck with that.
No, the difference I think between Rollins and Sheamus, not the difference, but like I see in Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins made you want to hate him. He made you want to go to the show and choke him out. Sheamus, on the other hand, yeah, Sheamus, he makes you want to hate him, but not in the way of acting, in the way of this. He doesn't do it right at all.
Yeah, no, it's get off my TV like hate.
Seth Rollins, you wanted to say get off my TV, but you wanted to see what he was gonna say. It would surprise you on up there. Sheamus is just like, who cares? That's what you need to take a bathroom break on now.
Yeah, it gets the feeling. This is
Yeah. And then we get a rematch from Survivor Series,
Only
which
two.
which which of course they would do that. They have Ziggler defeat Tyler Breeze, and nobody really cared about that because again, it's another pointless feud where they do this where wrestler A defeats wrestler B, and then the next match they have, which is like in 2 weeks or if it's in the next pay per view, wrestler B beats wrestler A, and then third match wrestler A defeats wrestler B. It's just so lazy, and it's no story whatsoever.
No, I think Dolph and Tyler Breeze could have had a great story. Because I say it was like all the time. You see Tyler Breeze, you see old Dolph Ziggler. So they tried to make a story out of that, but it just didn't work. They tried to involve Summer in it, and like ladies and everything. It just didn't go as I thought it would go. So they just messed it up. That's why they probably ended it as early as how they wouldn't have liked it to end.
Yeah, it looked like they were gonna have a storyline. Like when Tyler Breeze came in, he like I think he did something. He hit him with his selfie stick. I thought they were actually gonna do something, but no, it's just the usual feud that they do nowadays.
Even like him and Rusev, they carried him and Rusev all through like what 2 3 months for no reason. There was no story. What the story was with Summer and Lana. That's not a story. That's just it was Summer and Lana were more entertaining than Rusev and Dolph, to be honest.
Yeah, Neo, your thoughts?
Wait, what are we talking about? It sounds
How
terrible.
pointless Ziggler and this whole thing with Ziggler and Tyler Breeze is.
We don't, we don't need it.
Oh, Damien Sandow's back to Damien Sandow.
Obviously, he can't be Mizdow anymore.
He was like Hulkamania or something like that.
Yeah, but that was a while ago. Then we get to Miz TV. Rusev is his guest, and he brings back Lana, and they're back together because of the story that broke out months ago about Rusev and Lana being engaged on TMZ.
Thank you, TMZ.
I know, like they were like there was they had a whole story with Rusev and Summer Rae, and it was going to be dragged out. But then TMZ had to break this story, and it's already out there. And Vince got really mad about it, so they had to kill the whole thing with him and Summer Rae.
They should at least got approval if they're allowed to do that, knowing that they were doing that. They should have got approval. Not even. They should have like had it on a small site that nobody really cares about, but they just know that they're engaged. Like, because they have to do that now. Even like with like celebrities, like, all the people that are married. Like, remember when they did that AJ and Brian thing, and then Bray and Brian were together? When Bray and AJ were together, they had to say, "Oh, AJ kissed Bray's husband 2 years ago at WrestleMania, whatever," and they have to like do that. And I know Vince McMahon gets pissed off because he doesn't like that. But maybe you should tell your coworkers to stop getting to stop. I don't know.
Using you.
No.
Well, no, this is TMZ's doing because TMZ covered the story.
Yeah.
Stop spoiling stuff and giving stuff away. You'll ruin everything.
And plus, that's like 2 months, or a week after Summer Rae proposed to Rusev. Probably use the same ring.
Yeah, probably. I mean, and then like they kiss and everything, and now they're a couple again, which they shouldn't even be broke. They shouldn't have been broken up in the first place.
That's the Wyatt family.
Just like the Wyatt family. And then we get to a match between him and Ryback when Ryback interrupts, and then Lana gets hurt in the match, and Rusev had to go check on her, so he loses by countout.
Oh wait, that means Rusev's a face now.
How did Lana get hurt? Rusev knocked her off, or
I don't know, not real. I don't think this is cause of a face turn. At least I don't think.
Reader.
I still don't like this. No.
I mean, yeah, it's not that much of a heel thing to do, but I don't know. I honestly don't.
we will have to see in the we will have to see in the coming weeks or months.
Yeah. So then we get to the Dudley Boys cutting their promo and saying they're gonna drive each and every one of the Wyatt family members through a table. They had all tables set up and had their names written on it, which I thought was pretty cool. And the Wyatt family comes out, and then they bring back Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, yeah. What? Yeah, he'll be dreaming of something tonight.
And I was like, and obviously, like I kind of popped a little bit. I mean, obviously it was the fan in me that has watched, ECW and has watched Tommy Dreamer in the past. So, I got that nostalgia, a little nostalgia pop, not a lot. But it was nice to see Dreamer back, and they immediately did a match, which of course they have to do instead of just leaving it with the Dudleys and Tommy Dreamer just going at it with the Wyatts. Of course, they have to have a match.
Well, why not?
Can't they save it for TLC for whatever tables match they're gonna have? Do you have to have a match?
With Tommy Dreamer.
Well, with the Dudleys and Tommy Dreamer facing off in the Wyatt family, I mean, it's probably not gonna be Tommy Dreamer teaming up with the Dudleys at TLC, but also the Dudleys taking on the Wyatt family itself. Like, can't they wait till TLC? They're kind of giving it away for free.
They're doing all the matches. They're Sheamus and Roman.
Our timers are going to be being. Well, wait. Sorry, but the Wyatt family's in that stage of okay, I'm gonna bury you guys and bring you down some levels, and then we'll put you back up again at some point.
Well, obviously they're talking about the Wyatt family when being at the difference to take their team, and I don't think we're ever going to see Kane again. But yeah.
But yeah, Bray Wyatt, and then the match ended in no contest, and Bray Wyatt goes through a table, and all of a sudden, Michael Cole is freaking out about it. I'm like, okay, he went through a table, but he got pushed off the apron or got hit off the apron and landed through a table, and you're like freaking out about it.
Wait, is this the new Michael Cole now? The overreactive, overexcited Michael Cole?
It's like, okay, he went through a table like that. Don't, it could have been another awesome way that you would have made some sort of excuse to freak out about, but it was just him falling off the apron through a table.
Or if Baby O would have come in and do a protest like, oh my clothesline from hell.
Maybe it was to sell the fact that Bray got that the Dudleys wanted each member through a table, and they already got Bray.
Yeah, but feels like it's the same type of booking the way they did with Taker in the photos and stuff, and then the Wyatt family because Taker and Kane demolished the Wyatt family early.
Yeah, exactly. Why do they always rush these things? One step at a time with these rivalries. Why can't they understand that?
Yes, all you have to do is not let them touch till the pay-per-view, or at least touch a bit and then go. But no. Great out.
So then there was a number one contenders tag match of who would face the New Day at TLC for the tag titles. Usos versus Lucha Dragons, but they both got double disqualified because it ended on a double disqualification because the New Day attacked both teams. The one thing I have to say about it is that Big E was doing a better job at commentary than Michael Cole. Or actually doing a better job than all three, Michael Cole, JBL, and Byron Saxton combined.
Hey, how about we replace the New Day through commentating team?
Like, oh my God, that was the most entertaining thing on the show. Was Big E commentating the whole Big E and the New Day commentating the whole match?
Yeah, let there be your new commentators. They can strike gold with their commentators. So.
Yeah, my God, just like I paid attention to every single detail of his commentary. Like, that's pretty much the only thing I paid attention to in the match. Yeah, but at the end, Stephanie goes, you got um, the New Day will defend the tag titles, but against both teams in a triple threat match. She didn't say it was the ladder match yet, but we would find out later this week that there would be a triple threat ladder match for the tag titles.
Oh boy.
Ladder match?
Yeah, triple threat ladder match,
Oh, we didn't get to that.
which is pretty much the match for me that I'm actually like that's actually the only match for me that I'm excited for on this show.
Let's see if he's going to be better than DLC 2013 with that tag team.
Yeah.
Wait, who was on that? Wait, who was the card? Who were the competitors? Who were the participants? I know it was the Brotherhood versus.
Is Goldust? I know Goldust and Cody were in it.
I think
Big Show and Ray.
yeah.
I think the Usos were in it. Probably the Real Americans too, Cesaro and Swagger.
Or what about Ryback? I was thinking they were in there. But
I think Ryback was in there too. I can't really remember. Oh no, wait. Oh yeah. That was when Ryback was a heel, so it could have been Ryback.
you can quickly check your phone while we still podcast right now.
I mean, you could check it.
Well, I'll grab the charger in a moment, but yeah.
All right, but so then we get to the world title match, and going into this, I actually had some interest because they actually made this build up to this interesting where Reigns had to beat Sheamus in 5 minutes and 15 seconds, and if he doesn't, then Ambrose and Usos lose their opportunity at their championships at TLC. Ambrose loses his Intercontinental title opportunity, and the Usos lose their tag title opportunity if Reigns doesn't beat Sheamus in 5 minutes and 15 seconds.
Oh.
So there was actually some interest there, and there was actually some something at stake. Is just why is what is should be the reason why we actually care about this match. So the match happens. I mean, it wasn't a great match, but then we get Rusev, Barrett, and Del Rio attacking Reigns. Reigns winning by disqualification.
Wait, was Reigns smiling again?
I don't know, as much as I recall, probably not. But it wasn't even that much of a beatdown. They just pulled Reigns out of the ring. And this doesn't even make any sense. Why would even Sheamus be smiling like you just lost the match, even though yeah, you kept the title, but you lost the match, and the whole point of it was to have Ambrose and Usos lose their title opportunities, and thanks to that DQ loss, they still have their title opportunities.
That's terrible.
And then oh my god. And it just goes downhill from here. You got Sheamus then cuts a promo smiling that he's still the champion, and then he introduces the League of Nations.
No.
The League of Nations?
Wait, how about no?
The League of Nations. That is the best that they could come up with for a stable like that.
No. This would probably get the crowd laughing. But how about they actually call it this is a parody of a movie. But how about we call it the League of Extraordinary Jobbermen?
Okay, I mean I wouldn't count Del Rio in that, but because he's actually been doing pretty good since he returned. He got the US belt. He got the US belt off of Cena, so that's saying something. And he's been winning probably majority of his matches since he's been back.
When you look at the rest of the guys,
but you look at Barrett, he hasn't even won a match since he won King of the Ring this year.
And who else is in there again?
And you got Rusev, who hasn't been shown as that much of a monster since he got chewed up and spit out by John Cena. So how are we supposed to take Barrett and Rusev seriously in the group? Del Rio, that's debatable because I could probably take him seriously. But how are we supposed to take Barrett and Rusev seriously? And also, the week out last week before this Raw, Reigns was beating the crap out of Rusev and Barrett with a chair, and even the world champion too, Sheamus. So how are we supposed to take them seriously?
I don't know how I'm gonna take this.
How are we supposed to fear that this stable is like a powerful group and could really like could really be a huge obstacle for Reigns?
When it's the opposite. Reigns is the obstacle.
Yeah, Reigns is like he's been beating them. He's been beating them down. Even I think on SmackDown he beat them in a 4-on-1 handicap match.
We beat that?
How the hell? How the hell can we get behind Reigns when he's blowing through them already?
This is not believable at all.
Oh my god. It's so frustrating. And then I just tuned out when they even announced that later on there was gonna be it was gonna be like a 7-on-3 handicap or 7-on-4 handicap match with League of Nations and the New Day versus taking on Reigns, Ambrose, and the Usos.
Alright. What, Reigns destroyed most of them?
And I didn't even watch the match because I was like too frustrated to even watch it and enjoy it, and because I think because it's looked pretty predictable.
Wait. If wait, you can see what happened. You see the results of what happened in the match, like who won the match and who got the pinfall.
Yeah, I mean the League of Nations won and the New Day won, but still, and that promo but still like you could have done this the night after Survivor Series and they couldn't even do that.
Do what?
Like have the League of Nations or whatever or Sheamus beat down Reigns.
Oh wait. What if actually Reigns plowed through most of them, and there were barely any tags. Reigns got the final pinfall, and then and then afterwards, or at least even before then, or even just during now, it would be kind of funny, or even be the first time now, since he's going through everybody, to cut that Superman promo again from early this year. I mean, from last year, or early this year. I forgot which one.
Oh my god.
I'm faster than a speeding bullet. Pew! Jumping.
Oh god, please don't remind me of that. Um oh, one more thing I didn't mention on Raw. Um apparently now they're gonna turn Charlotte heel after she had a match with Becky Lynch and then Charlotte faked a knee injury just to get a win over Becky Lynch.
At least it's not Paige versus Charlotte again.
But what upsets me about this is now you turn Charlotte heel. Now like there's not that much baby faces as like diva baby faces. You turn Charlotte heel. The only babyface divas on the roster are Natalia and Becky Lynch. That's it.
Yeah, I was almost gonna say Sasha.
How the hell are you gonna turn? No, Sasha Banks is a heel. But how? But how are you gonna just turn Charlotte babyface like that? Even after the whole rivalry with Paige and her opening up about her brother, how you gonna turn her heel like that automatically?
Well, at least you didn't say or respond with what brother.
Oh my god. That like I just don't understand.
Maybe if you came back, the only team who's watching it.
Oh yeah, Team Bad we're watching through the monitor. I don't even know like what that would set up to.
It was calling that Charlotte or something. It looked like Brie versus Becky, right?
It was Charlotte versus Becky that night, which I mentioned. and I think Sasha Banks took on Brie Bella, but I didn't cover that because I didn't really see it, and I honestly,
Sasha lose it. It was not crazy.
what?
The next one like Sasha lose the same week match.
Sasha didn't lose,
She hasn't lost like ever since.
but I don't think she's lost a match since she's been in WWE. Or actually, no, I don't think she's ever been pinned since going to WWE because since being on the roster um, because I remember she was in a triple threat match that paid the it was the triple threat match that Paige won to be number one contender for Survivor Series, and she lost that one.
She never got covered.
No, but no, she didn't. Sasha Banks didn't get pinned.
Right. Yeah, Sasha fans are like this. This is Sasha fans. Because Naomi fans and Sasha fans were like going at it on social media because everybody's like, Sasha should leave team bad, and everybody's like, okay, but her leave did, and then Naomi fans are like, well, we don't even like Sasha anyway. We're just calling at each other going back and forth. And Sasha fans are like, Sasha never lost. I was like, she's lost plenty of times. And she's like, she never got pinned before. I was like, oh my god, that's still a loss. Nobody got pinned or not. Like, that's just frustrating.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty dumb. But what do you expect from WWE and all that?